First tonight, a top Nigerian senator and his wife are in custody tonight, charged in London over an organ harvesting plot. Ike Ekweremadu and Beatrice Ekweremadu appeared at a magistrate's court where they were refused bail. A child has been taken into care. The couple are charged with conspiring to transport a child into the UK in order to harvest organs. Mr. Ekweremadu served 3 terms as Nigeria's Deputy President of the Senate from 2007 to 2019. The lawyer and politician has been a senator since 2003 and belongs to the opposition People's Democratic Party. The investigation began when detectives were alerted to potential modern-day slavery offences. Well, Arise correspondent Adefemi Akinsanya was at Uxbridge Magistrates Court. I began by asking her about today's proceedings.
Yes, it was a bail hearing. This was very early on in this legal process. So both of the defendants appeared in court today. That was Ike Ekweremadu and Beatrice Ekweremadu, both of them appearing in court and speaking very briefly, only to identify themselves and make their addresses known public. From then on, it was their legal defenders who did all of the talking in terms of setting the background and pleading their cases for bail. Now, the magistrates decided to deny the request for bail, and both defendants will have been remanded in custody, and that's where they are believed to remain until the next hearing, which will be July 7th. So very early on in the process, but essentially what happened in court today was the laying out of the charges against the Ekweremadus, and those charges specifically relate to the bringing over and the conspiracy to bring over a person into the country with the intent to exploit them. And it's believed that in this case, the exploitation at the crux of this matter is that of alleged organ harvesting involving an underage person who has not been publicly identified.
And just tell us a little bit more about the background to this case, Femi, insofar as we can report it, bearing in mind that this is heading for trial in the UK.
Understood. So the defendants at this case, both the Ekweremadus, are high-profile people, most especially Ike Ekweremadu, who is the former Deputy Senate President and is currently a senator in Nigeria. He's been a senator since 2003, and it's believed that he, alongside his wife, are involved in an alleged conspiracy to bring a person from Nigeria into the United Kingdom for the purpose of exploitation. And it is believed, allegedly, that exploitation links to organ harvesting of an underage person. It is believed that at this point, the person at the crux, the alleged victim, is, of course, not yet been identified, but has been classified as a child. And because of that, their identity will remain confidential as it pertains to the public sphere. But we weren't able to get too much information at this point. Both of the legal representatives of the defendants were the ones who explained the background of the case and showed what they thought was best in terms of their own clients. However, the prosecution, who spoke at length in terms of the background, did go into some details in terms of the inner workings of this case, how it came to be that this alleged victim was brought into the country from Nigeria, how those documents were procured. And it is, of course, as I've said many times, quite early on in this case. This is not a trial, as it were, yet. No pleas have been entered. We did hear from both defendants who were arrested earlier on in the week. On Tuesday, they remained in custody, and after bail was denied, they are going to continue remaining in custody for the next 14 days, which will lead us to July 7th, which is when they're expected to make their next court appearance.
Arise correspondent Adefemi Akinsanya reporting for us there at Uxbridge Magistrate Court, and we will of course be following that story. They appear in court next in July, and we will cover it here on Arise News.